Overall, we definitely see a good amount of hanging in the chest. I would call it pretty even development. We see a little bit of that outline of kind of that triangle without him really even flexing that much. So looking at the chest, I'd call that A tier. He's got that granite-like look going on in the midsection, a little bit of dryness going on in the arms with some good vascularity. We don't see crazy roundness, but we do see a decent amount of long insert. Like the muscle belly's almost going straight into the elbow right there. Like the inner and outer bicep are both relatively long. Bicep insert's fantastic. If only we could have a little bit more roundness and mass. And same thing with the triceps. If only we could have a little bit more roundness and mass. I'd say the biceps have slightly better genetics than the triceps. So I would call the biceps, I would actually call them A tier just because they have a good amount of roundness. The inserts are good. Like it's an overall aesthetic look, but the triceps are B tier. Look at the forearms. The forearms just have a little bit shorter insert, but he has an overall thicker wrist. That's going to give him a thicker appearance. If we look at it from the side, decently medium, very round brachioradialis with more medium inserts. Again, those long biceps with the twins on that vascularity. Based on the overall thickness, I'm going to give the forearms an A tier ranking. Looking at the obliques and the abs, like they go really well with the chest. The chest has a lot of development. The abs are very thick and well defined and clearly separated. The obliques maybe could have a little bit more of that striated kind of appearance. So I would say the abs are better than the obliques. I would say the obliques are B tier. The abs are A tier. Honestly, the abs on this guy are really good. So he might even be able to climb closer to S tier on his abs just because of the amount of thickness that he has and how they match very well to the chest. Looking at the shoulders are just a little bit longer insert from this appearance. He's got a good amount of rear delt development. I would say the roundness maybe could be a little bit more, but for the most part, we definitely can see some good roundness going on in the shoulders. So I'm going to say the shoulders are kind of in between A and B tier, but I'm happy calling them more A tier shoulders just because I think this nasty vein looks really good and the even development with the long inserts just makes it a better shoulder. Looking at the back, we just don't see as much trap development. We don't see a ton of separation, but we definitely see a lot of leanness. We look at it here, it looks like his arms are outpacing his lat development a little bit. He does have good teres, so the traps just aren't super thick, and the Christmas tree is very high, so I would say the inserts are a little bit shorter. And we see a good amount of lower back development that's clearly popping out with very little overall fat. So I'm going to say the erectors, they're B tier just because they don't have crazy thickness. I would say the lats are B tier, and because of the big teres and infraspinatus, I'm going to say that the traps are C tier, but the infraspinatus and teres bring it up. So we're going to call that B tier. Also, you can see the glutes. The glutes are absolutely popping. You can see the quad sweep. You can see the adductors. Like the legs look like they're strong. I'm going to say the glutes are A tier, hamstrings B tier, quads. We can't really see the quads. I feel comfortable calling them B tier since we can't exactly see them because he has a lot of mass, and then we can't see the calves. So those are our rankings. Let me know if you disagree.